This is Trey Pemberton from the band Creeping Death, and you're listening to FANTASM Podcast.
FANTASM.
For Gorechrist FANTASM Podcast, I am here welcoming back Trey of CREEPING DEATH. You got Edge of Existence coming out October 8th, the new EP. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Sorry about the car trouble you're having.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries. Just to everyone listening, don't ever buy a Ford. They're all pieces of shit. So.
I can confirm that I work where we make Ford parts, and they're all... You know, no
so
comment.
You I have to blame.
Hopefully not. We just pack them. We don't make them. You know, the place I work for makes them, but I don't put my hand in it. But close enough.
I got you.
So last time we spoke, you were touring Wretched Illusions 2 years ago. You guys were on the road.
Yeah,
which was pretty awesome. And then circa 2021. You guys did that Wrecking Ball Metal Madness show since, you know, I guess COVID and everything. You guys did the live stream. I have the VHS of that. It's very awesome. You guys
hell yeah, nice.
Had a pretty sick opening set for that. I guess talk a little bit about that experience of doing the live stream.
That was sick. We actually filmed that way back in October of 2020.
Wow.
It was honestly the first thing that I had, it was the first time that I had seen anyone other than my family members or my bandmates or I work at a psychiatric health facility, or so a few of my coworkers, even though the office was closed. Other than that, I hadn't really seen another face than those people for a while. So It was just nice being social and being able to hang out with some other people and jam and listen to music. It was honestly, it was basically like a little bit of a private show, I guess.
Yeah.
Each band kind of played through the set a couple of times, so we got to sit and watch and enjoy, and it was cool. It was nice being able to see everybody and hang out, and it was a lot of fun. I was glad to be able to kind of do something during that downtime besides just like write more music that people hadn't heard yet. So It was cool. It was a great experience. I'm glad we got to do it.
Yeah, it was really killer, and the way that they orient, they put everything else in there with the character and the story and all that stuff, and made it kind of like this VHS horror film. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really sick. And on top of that, we even got to do a little a festival version of it when shows came back in July. So it was like us three, and then a few Texas bands, and then Sanguine Sugar Bug and 200 Stab Wounds from Ohio. So it was a huge fest. It was over 1,000 people. It was dope. I had an amazing time there.
Now, was that your first show back for you guys?
It was our first show back, and it was a hell of a first show back. It was honestly one of the craziest sets that we have ever played as a band. People were losing their shit. So it was really cool. I was super hyped on it.
Hell yeah! I guess everyone's really like super hungry just to see shows in general, and then they're like, well, you see a package like that, and they're like, damn, you can't not go to this show,
Yeah, exactly. And I could definitely feel that. We played 3 shows since then, counting that, we played 3 sets, and each one has been absolutely insane. Like, some of the best sets we've ever played as a band, period. So I can tell people are hungry, people are ready to jam out, and they miss live music. So it has me stoked on playing shows in the future for sure.
Awesome, man. And then on the Wrecking Ball Metal Madness, you guys played Spectre of War, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah. We wanted to on the live stream, we wanted to give people because each band only had a few songs, like I think it was 5 songs each we all did.
Right.
So we wanted to keep it sort of concise. So we wanted to make sure it was like the songs that people, got the biggest reactions for. So we wanted to make sure we played Spectre and all the songs that had all the most plays on Spotify, pretty much.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. But yeah, dude, I'm glad you guys had a good welcome back, and hopefully things stay that way for a while, and we keep moving on into the future.
Yeah, same.
But let's bust into Edge of Existence here. We'll start with the title track, number 1, The Edge of Existence, which you guys put out a music video for on the web. So I guess talk a little bit about that track and musically and everything.
Okay. So that was the first track that we finished, when the pandemic kind of started. When we started writing this, we had no new music at all, really, because we were still in the middle of our touring cycle with Wretched Illusions, because it was March. So we were planning on touring basically from then all the way until midsummer, pretty much, and then taking a month off or so before we hit it again in the fall for whatever we were planning on doing. And obviously that didn't get to happen. So once everything shut down, we had nothing in the bank. So it's like, oh, well, we got to make good use of our time and, start writing. So that was the first one that we actually had finished. So it was cool to finally actually put that out. It was a good escape for us because we have our own private gym spot. So it was one of the few places that we could actually go and see each other. Everything was shut down and we were all pretty much holed up in our houses. But it was the one social thing we were able to do, and it was a lot of fun. Being able to jam and kind of lean on each other during that shitty time and be able to write some new stuff. So that was cool. We were able to experiment on some things, on some guitar pedals and stuff like that with the song. So I'm really happy with it. I think it's a good sort of transition to the new stuff. We also have a bunch of songs written for a new LP that we will hopefully be recording here in the coming months sometime. And so all of that was also written during that time. And yeah, Edge of Existence is, I think, a good little precursor to what's coming next, I think.
Absolutely. It's very fast, too, and it's just packs quite the punch to start off, for sure.
Yeah, very jarring beginning, which we like. So yeah. It's cool.
Absolutely. And track 2, Relics from the Past.
Yeah, that one, I want to say that one was maybe the 3rd or 4th of the new ones we've written. That one, I think that one out of all the new tracks is probably most like our old stuff. Well, as far as song structure-wise, I think it's more just part. I mean, I love the parts, don't get me wrong.
Right.
But as far as the songwriting aspect, I think it's probably more similar to Wretched Illusions in that respect. But I would say more of the riff aspect of kind of where we're going in the future. It's a fun song. AJ had a pretty big part in that song, writing that song. So it's one of the first ones that he had a large hand in writing. So I think that's cool in that respect as well. So it's got a little bit of his flavor on it as well, a lot of his riffs. So it's cool. It's a fun song to play. It's really gallopy and kind of groovy in that sense. So I like that. I like that stuff.
Some circle pit shit.
Yeah, stuff, little stuff for everyone. You can run around in a circle. You can run into each other. Do whatever you want.
Have a good time in the metal world.
Yep.
Metal playground time. All right. Humanity Transcends, another song you guys have up. You got a visualizer for that song on your YouTube page. I guess talk a little bit about that one. I love this track.
Yeah, that was a fun track. I think that track was more of we just wanted a I wouldn't say straightforward. It was more we wanted a straightforward, catchy banger riff. We wanted to a big epic riff and something sort of catchy leading up to it, so people would be entertained. But we wanted to sort of have a cool riff like that. Honestly, thinking back, that song actually started like with the riff at the end. I was like, hey, look at this riff I wrote, and then we just jammed that part, and then we were like, well, how should we put it in? And then we decided to like sort of have another part, and then it just grew and grew and grew, and they were like, we should just put this at the end of it. And we were like, yeah, that works out. So we kind of wrote the song backwards, where we started with the fight riff, and then we sort of built a catchy kind of tune around it. At least we tried to. So yeah, and some of Reese's vocal parts and stuff like that kind of were a little bit of a tribute, little throwback to our friend Riley. Kind of a little tribute to him.
Absolutely.
Right before that riff kicks in. So that's a little cool thing too.
Hell yeah. One of the best to do it, for sure. That's pretty awesome. And then, this is interesting. The last 3 tracks are from, which starts with Sacrament of Death, from your EP. So these are some old school tracks coming back, which I think is awesome.
Yep. Yeah, we decided to re-record those tracks, sort of give them new life. We decided, we could have written, or we could have put two more new songs on the EP, and had 5-song EP or whatever. But we were like, let's just save a couple for the LP, because a lot of these sort of tie into each other pretty well. So let's save some of those for the LP. Let's do a little bit of fan service for some of our OG fans, because a lot of people around our area still like hearing those tracks for sure, and they're fun to play, and it gives us a good excuse to continue to play them. So,
absolutely. Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, holy shit, they're putting the Sacrament of Death EP back, re-recording.
Yeah,
it. That's badass.
And now we have a different drummer. So Lincoln absolutely just completely destroys the tracks. Like he kills it. It's like night and day. It sounds completely different. It's the guitar tone is super heavy. It's just everything sounds better. Reese sounds like a completely different person.
Yeah.
It just sounds better. We just got better at our instruments.
It's more matured and stuff, and probably more whole for what you guys are going for now, like driving it into your newer, sound, but bringing your older tracks into that and redoing it, that must feel pretty good, to keep them alive,
Absolutely, and like I said, we love playing those songs. They're really fun, and they came out like really, really good on the record. So we're stoked about it for sure.
I know those songs that locally you'd still play live sometimes at shows, or is this like?
Yeah, we still when we were touring on Wretched Illusions, we were trying to play more of those songs, but we would still work in at least one song from that EP in our set. So yeah, we've been playing those songs, since 2016. So people like them. People been enjoying seeing it, I think. So it was cool, and I was really hyped to be able to expose it to some people who might not have heard that EP back in the day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a win-win. It's like you got something for the people who have been with you since the beginning, and then you also have something that you could show like a new group of people who have sort of popped in a little bit later.
Absolutely. Or even if they're like, hey, these were actually re-recorded, maybe they'll go back and listen to the old shit, too.
Yeah, and see the progression, I think that's cool to hear within bands. It's like, oh, wow, they sounded like this here. And it's like, oh, this is clear. They obviously got better as musicians.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love stuff like that. You find the evolution of the band to see where they were and where they are now, and you kind of have a different appreciation for the band entirely, and also just musicianship and just the, where the sound is going for them, and I respect that a lot. Yeah. But yeah, dude, Edge of Existence, October 8th. I'm stoked for you guys. I think this is going to be huge. You can pre-order the album on the Bandcamp now. Listen to their shit on YouTube. Very excited for you, and it's always good talking to you, man. I had a good time.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that.
Of course, and I guess if you have anything coming up you'd like to talk about, you guys got any shows coming up, or?
Yeah, we're actually going on tour with Exhumed, Bewitcher, and Enforced, the Worming Across America tour. So check that out. You can find, I'm pretty sure we have links to, tour dates and stuff like that. So you can hit up your local venue to check out tickets. I know some shows in some places are already sold out, so definitely get on that soon. Hyped on that. I mean, Exhumed is legendary band. Bewitcher came onto my radar pretty recently, but they ripped dudes at Shredders, and then Enforced. They released an album in like March. That's been my favorite album so far, like as far as heavy music this year.
It's pretty nasty, yeah.
I love Enforced. So excited to jam with them. Excited to see them every night. So it's gonna be sick. I'm super excited for that tour.
Yeah, guys, congrats on that. And Exhumed is always a powerhouse live, and we love Matt here at Phantasm. He's a good buddy, so it's good to see them back on the road as well. And
nice.
Yeah, man, excited for you, and glad you guys are back on the road and doing your thing, and happy for the EP coming out, and looking forward to it. We'll share the shit out of it.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem, dude. Yeah, I appreciate your time. Hopefully you get the car shit figured out soon, and be on your way with that.
Yeah, he's actually signaling me over here soon.
Awesome.
I should be perfect timing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's good to have you on again. Thank you so much for your time. And
thank you so much, man.